Hello, friends! They say that when you dream about something very much, your thoughts become reality. And to make your dream come true, you always need to work hard. The story I am going to tell you today took place in Nebraska of America. Young David was from a farming family. They loved their land, economy, animals, and work with all their hearts. The man, who was in his early 20s, sincerely appreciated the work of his ancestors. He felt comfortable on the farm, glad that the house and the land had been theirs for so many years. But one day, something unpleasant awaited him and his father. Due to bureaucratic delays in the will, their land, with an area of just over 32 acres and the house standing on it, were transferred to a distant relative. He was completely indifferent to work the ground, and everything that David and his father created for so many years was lost at once. They were forced to leave for the city. But David often came to the vicinity of the farm. He saw that everything was gradually falling into desolation. He sometimes talked to local farmers and shared with them his dream of how one day he would buy out the land on which his relatives lived and would again be engaged in farming. The man and his father saved up money, hoping that they would be lucky. And such a day really came. A few years after they lost the land, it unexpectedly appeared at auction. The father and son collected all the money they could. Unfortunately, there was not as much of it as they would have liked, but still they decided to stick to it to the end. Trades were carried out directly on the site. When the father and son arrived, their moods deteriorated dramatically. David counted about 200 farmers who drove up to the area. The father and son were in despair. Many of those farmers were very wealthy and clearly could outbid their price. And yet David entered the battle. He announced his bet and waited. The auctioneer was trying to hear how much the next potential buyer would call. But all the farmers who applied to participate in the auction were silent. The auctioneer tried to warm them up by advertising comfortable and fertile land, but to no avail. To play for more time, the auctioneer took a break for participants to think about specific bids, but that also led to nothing. Realizing that it was no longer possible to waste time, the man struck with a wooden mallet and named the final and only sale price. He was stunned. David and his father did not believe their happiness either. It turned out that the 200 farmers were silent during the auction so that the men could buy back their family farm. All the farmers knew about the story of David and his father and felt that they were unfairly deprived of their land. Each of them loved their land, was devoted to it, and the story of the father and son who were thrown out of their home made a serious impression. The farmers took the time to come and support David's dream of bringing back their family's farm with their silence. Some journalists were not sure about the story because they had not seen documentary evidence, but I want to believe that everything was exactly like that. That is all, friends. Share this amazing story about the solidarity of people doing the same thing. And also click like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. Bye!